Yes, good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Lassa Mohammed. Most of you guys know me, whilst the new ones don't know me. Don't worry, you will know me today. Now, we'll be talking about diet, what diet has to do with who you are, because it is said that we are what we eat, or you are what you eat. Now, weight has everything to do with your health, everything in terms of fertility, in terms of mental health, in terms of physicality, everything. Weight has to do with everything. And it is said diet is D-I-E-T. Now, if you remove the T, you have D-I-E. That is die. You die if you don't eat on the last which is T, on time. And if you don't eat the right time, because we eat to live and we don't live to eat. So I want to start this class and say thank you once again. Thank you for joining us, and let's get started. So today, I'll be taking you on diet and lifestyle. I'm a very practical person. I'm a person that I'm a kind of medical practitioner. I don't like using bogus words. I don't like using big words. I don't like using medical terms. Most times, I like giving you the layman's language. You can understand what I'm trying to say. I don't like to use English to cover the fact. I want you to understand so I can break everything down. Okay. So today we'll start with diet. Now, most of us have heard about the food pyramid. Now, with that food pyramid, I can take you on a course that will make you change your lifestyle, change your diet, and even help you lose weight or gain healthy weight. Now, there's some weights that are healthy and some weights that are unhealthy. Now, let me give you a quick secret. Now, you should know that for men, men that has excess fat, men store their fat in their chest and their tummy for men. While for women, most women they store their fat in their tummy and buttocks. That is why most times you see mostly that have big buttocks, they don't have the flat tummy they always wanted. You understand? Because you cannot have one and leave one aside. No, they go together. You must have both packages. So I'll be sending a picture of the food pyramid. You see the food pyramid. I'll be explaining on them and dropping pictures so you can understand as we move. Okay? Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. What you can see here is called the food pyramid. Now, the food pyramid is a pyramid that shows how your daily food intake should be. Now, what you should eat in a whole day should be 100%. So, we're breaking down all the classes of food to fit in to fit in into this food pyramid, because when we're growing up we knew there were six classes of food: carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, fat and oil, oríṣiríṣi. But I want to tell you that today the food, your class of food are divided just into four. But we'll get to there. Okay, we'll get into that. Now, this food pyramid, you can see the pyramid, there are like there are five in them now. The first one, the top one, the tip, the first one is what? Carbohydrates. I will still explain everything on the pyramid. So I don't want to give you a breakdown on the food pyramid itself. Now, the first one is carbohydrates, which is just 5%, meaning you have to eat for the whole day. Your carbohydrate intake should be just 5%. While some person they take even 200% carbohydrate in a whole day. So, and for your protein, should be 15%, which is the next block. So that means you must eat your protein should be three times your carbohydrates. Then the next one you have what's called the fruit and vegetable, which is the third space, which should be 30%. You should eat 30% of fruit and vegetables. Most of us we don't even eat fruits, talk less of vegetables. Then the last one, which is the bigger one, is called whole grains. Now, whole grains should be eating 50%. That means your whole intake for the whole day, half of it should be whole grains. Now, if you add everything together, you say 50 plus 30 plus 15 plus 5, that gives you 100. So everything should be eaten from this pyramid is 100%. Now, how do they work? How do they come in place? That will be coming in the next voice note. The next voice note should be on carbohydrate. We'll talk about carbohydrates and carbohydrate food. Okay. Yes, so as you can see, remember I told you that from the pyramid we should eat carbohydrate just 5%. On the pictures you can see your type of carbohydrate. Now, carbohydrate is a food that is well known all over the world, and almost all the food we eat contain carbohydrates. When we're growing up, we always have this idea that, oh, beans is protein. No, beans also has some amount of carbohydrate in it. Most of the food you eat contain carbohydrate. And now, if you read, they tell you corn is a vegetable. Yes, it's a vegetable, but it also contains carbohydrate. So everything we eat contains carbohydrate. So why do we have to eat just 5% of carbohydrate? We have to eat 5% because almost all the food we eat contains carbohydrate. Now, let's take a case study, practical case study. For example, let's say you eat more than 5% carbohydrate, no problem. Your body loves you, your body is going to accept what you have eaten. Now, once you eat the carbohydrate, now the digestion of carbohydrate starts from the mouth because your saliva has an enzyme that helps you break down carbohydrate into, then it goes to your body to starch and everything. Then the final product of carbohydrate is glucose. Now your body needs glucose to function. Now once the glucose is your system, it goes to your blood, it goes from your blood, it goes to your, because your brain needs a lot of glucose to function. Your brain takes more glucose. Your if you're an athletic person, your muscles take glucose to work and everything is going good. But when you are eating more glucose than required, no problem, your body helps you in storing that glucose. Now that is where your liver comes in. Your liver helps you in storing those glucose to glycogen. So thinking that since you have eaten a lot of carbohydrate today, thinking that tomorrow you will not eat more carbohydrates, so it can help you break the glycogen that are stored in the liver back to glucose so your body can use it. But it's a lie. The next day you still load your system again with other glucose. What happens? Your liver still keep helping you, then what? Start helping what? Start storing in the liver excess glucose in glycogen in the liver. Your liver still help you because your liver loves you. When your liver has stored glucose for a long time, those glycogen turns into fat, and that will lead to what? Fatty liver. Now, fatty liver is a topic entirely because fatty liver causes a lot of things. A lot. Even most people that have bad breath, most times it is caused by fatty liver. A lot of things come from fatty liver. Now, if your liver has helped you and it cannot help you more, it cannot help you to store more glucose, what happens? You have excess glucose running in your system. No problem. Your pancreas loves you. Your pancreas helps you secrete insulin. This insulin helps you in what? Eradicating, just breaking down the glucose so you can what? Bring down the glucose level in your blood. So it helps you moderate it. Thinking that you wouldn't eat more carbohydrate, but what? You still keep loading your system with this carbohydrate. What happens? Your insulin gives up. Once your pancreas gives up on you and you don't have enough insulin to bring down the excess glucose, what happens? You are down with what? Diabetes type 2. Once you're done with diabetes type 2, that is where the problem starts. So you can see why you should eat just 5% of carbohydrate in a day, because your body have what it only has the capacity to store that for the whole day. Now we'll go for the next one, which is what? Protein, which will be coming up in the next audio. Yes, we are back again. Remember from the food pyramid audio, I told you that in the whole day you should eat protein 15%, because you should eat protein that is 3 times more than carbohydrate. Why? Because protein builds the blocks of life. Now, what are the blocks of life? The blocks of life are your what? Are your cells. What are cells? Cells are the basic structural and functional unit of life. Without cell, would not function. Now, this protein helps you develop, help give you growth, make you stronger, and also help your muscles, because your muscles also contains protein, fibers, which helps you get stronger. Now, what would there basically two types of proteins? We have the plant proteins and animal proteins. Now, which one is the best one to take? Now, when I mean best one to take, I don't mean the one that is more delicious to eat. Definitely, the animal protein are delicious to eat, because in your animal proteins, you have your meat, you have your egg, you have your, everything, your milk and everything, cheese, animal protein. While your plant protein, you have your veggies, you have your legumes, etc. Now, let's take a case study of animal protein for going to plant protein. Do you know that for just one piece of meat you eat, it takes close to 5 to 7 hours for it to digest? Just one piece of meat. And there are some of us that when we want to eat, we eat more than 6, 7 meat. You go to the restaurant and say, Mama, a full rice, 100 naira, and 1,000. While we are enjoying life, not knowing that what you are you are weakening your digestive system. Just one piece of meat, it takes 7 hours to digest. So why disturbing your system when there are other proteins you can take? Now, if you say, okay, I don't want meat, okay, let me go for eggs. Eggs are very good, perfect. Plant protein, animal protein from chickens. But do you know that when we're young, we said one egg per day. But once you are an adult, you don't need excess egg, because those egg contains what they call bad fat and good fat. Now, what are they? They are what? The what? Cholesterol. Now, if you keep loading, because some persons think that cholesterol are from oil, fat, and oil and everything, but from your proteins also you get your cholesterol. From your egg you get cholesterol. Now, let's say you keep loading your system with cholesterol, and you don't know, because you're enjoying life, you can go and eat 720 eggs in a day, and you're enjoying life. Now, this cholesterol keep accumulating in your system, and it can lead to what they call atherosclerosis. Now, oh, I don't like to use big grammar. Okay, atherosclerosis is a condition in which you have cholesterol blocking your arteries, in which your heart finds it difficult in pumping blood. You don't have free flow of blood in your arteries, because you have cholesterol blocking it. So your heart has to what? Push itself harder in pumping out blood. That leads to what? The pressure of the heart increases. That leads to what? High blood pressure. Just because of you want to eat and enjoy yourself, you're killing yourself. So that's for your plant protein, your animal protein. There are other animal protein that are there which I would not advise, but the best type of protein to eat are your plant proteins. Your plant proteins are the best to eat, because in fact they help in the building the blocks of life than the animal protein. So for me personally, I will advise you eat more of plant based protein than animal based protein. Now, your plant based protein, you have your legumes, which are your beans, your soy, your plant based. Those are the best type of protein to eat. Now we go to the next, which is the fruit and vegetables.